I'll just do the same problem, or slightly the same, but make it a division. So when you divide, has anyone heard of keep, change, flip? I know that's pretty popular.
Yeah, you keep the first one.
Change that and flip that, yeah. So this would keep the 2/7, change the multiplication or division into a multiplication, and flip that one. It's like the off-brand version of KFC, like if you wanted to get the cheap version. All right, and then multiply straight across still. So we're going to be doing the same type of thing. And then of course, what would we do at the end here? What do we have to do? What do we do at the end when we get 6/14?
Simplify.
Reduce, yeah, reduce. So don't forget about reducing. So just a quick little review. I can divide the top by 2 and divide the bottom by 2 to reduce it. Of regular fractions, because these properties hold true in the fractions we're going to be doing now with polynomials. We can still factor, and if we have multiplying, we can cancel things, we can reduce stuff, you know, similar properties. So just a little bit of a review. Any questions on those? Like just review fractions?
There are some bad symbols in their homework. I don't know if you noticed the worksheet. There's like an upside down exclamation mark, and it should be a multiplication sign.
Yeah, I was, oh, in the written?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, yeah, in the written.
It's in
There's a
the
spot where it has an I and it's supposed to be multiply. So when you see the spot that says I, you're gonna be like, huh? That
Yeah.
means multiply. Well, the directions say multiply, so
yeah.
that's a good hint for you. All right, okay, well, if there's no questions on fractions and little fraction review, then we will go to groups and we will get started. So looks like we have 7, 13, and 17 to get us started. So 7, 13, whoops, and 17. So 7 is just like what we talked about at the end where we reduce. So look to see how you can reduce. I think that's kind of like what we did last unit anyways. 13 and 17, when you see those squares, oftentimes your brain should think, can I factor this? Would factoring be helpful here? So on 13 and 17, you'll see that the variables are squared. And that's when your mind could think like, maybe factoring would help me here. And you can try and see if it's a good situation for that tool. Okay. All right, let's go to our groups. Okay. Sage, Diana, Vanessa, Jade.
I did all of them, but I'm also not sure if they're correct.
I did not do all of them. If I had trouble on one, I'd try and move on to the next. But yeah.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to number 7 first. So the first person on the list is Alondra.
I just reduced. So
Okay.
I got rid of 1m.
Okay. I'm going to write it bigger so we can like actually cancel. Oops. Okay, so I'll use red to cancel. So you canceled the 1m, okay?
Yes, and then I canceled 1n.
Okay.
And then I reduced the 8 and the 12 by 4. So I got 2m squared and over 3n.
All right, so 2m squared you said over, you said 3n?
Yes.
Okay, did other people get that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, any questions on that one before we go to 13? No? All right. Okay, 13. Brian, you're up next. Is anyone copying that? I can leave it for a sec. No?
All right. For 13, I got a plus 2 over a plus 8.
Oh, well, what'd you do? You probably factored, right? And got something?
Yes.
So when you factored, you got that on top, right? And then what did you get on the bottom?
On the bottom, I got, I can't read my own damn handwriting. Hold on. I did this wrong. Never mind. I don't even know what I did. What the heck?
Okay, we'll try to.
All my
factor-
stuff got scrambled up, so I'm trying to like look at it.
Okay, well, we can go to the next person. I'll come back to you for the next one. All right, Ganya,
Okay.
what did you do?
Sure. We have a square minus 4 over a square plus 6 plus 6a. No, plus 6a minus 16. I did the factoring here.
Okay.
It's not x, it's a, sorry, because I usually just use a and then I use okay, and then I factor them as a minus 2 times a plus 2.
Okay.
Then over is the same thing. I factor it by AC method or whatever what I did. And then I find a plus 2 times a minus 9, a minus 8. And then
Oh. I think that's switch. Is that switch? A plus 2, a minus 8. Is that gonna work? A plus.
yes, a plus 2, a
A
minus
minus
8.
8. But if I multiply
I
it,
had it switched. I had a plus 8 and a minus 2.
yeah, because I think I'm multiplying it back and I get a negative 6a in the middle instead of a plus.
Okay,
6A
in this
the middle.
case, it's going to be a minus, it's my bad, a minus 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Cool.
I was confused.
Okay. No, it's all good. I
Okay,
just wanted
we-
to make sure.
Thank you. And then I want to just across a minus 2, a minus 2 in the top and the bottom. It's going to be a, in this case, it's going to change a plus 2 over a plus 8.
So it's gonna be switched because, oh wait, did I write it wrong? I wrote it wrong. Hang on. The minus 2 is the one that cancels. So yeah. there you go.
Yes,
Okay.
in the bottom, yes, because I was, I did like the science, yeah, I changed the sign. Okay, and the result is going to be a plus 2 over a plus 8.
Yep, there you go.
Good, thank you.
All right. Brian, you ready to go for me to go back to you for the next one?
Yep, just fixed it for number 17, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, making sure.
Any questions
right.
on 13 before Brian does 17?
I have a question.
Yeah.
For number 13 at the bottom,
Mhm.
I understand how you got that, but I'm just asking, from when I factored the bottom out,
Mhm.
could I use a plus 4 and then a minus 4 because of the negative 16?
But it won't give you a 6 in the middle. So if we do our x, right? If you
Mhm.
do the negative 16, the 6 here, and you do the 4 and the 4, you're not going to get the 6 in the, yeah.
It's going to be 8.
Yeah, it'll be 8. Mhm. Okay. Any other questions? No? All right, Brian, take it away.
All right, so I started off by factoring the top, and that just turned into 8b, and in parentheses, b minus 4.
Okay.
And then the bottom, which would turn into 2, in parentheses, b plus 5. And then another parentheses, b minus 8.
Okay. So,
And
okay, and then you can reduce the 8 and the 2?
yep, and then I factored the number 8, which is 2 times 4. So it'd be 2 times 4b in parentheses, b minus 4 on the top. Pretty much the same on the bottom, except there's going to be a 2 in front of those parentheses.
Is this what everyone got?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean, I'm a little surprised nothing's canceling. So,
Well, that was the last part.
oh, what'd you cancel? But I mean, nothing
I
else
canceled
is
the
canceling.
Oh, yeah, I just canceled the common factor of 2. So that left me
Yeah.
with 4b 6 minus 4 in parentheses.
That's
and
what
on
I
the
got.
bottom, b plus 5 in another parentheses 6 minus 8.
Or B minus 8, yeah.
B minus, yep, that's a
Okay.
B.
Is that what everyone
That's-
got?
I got that. I don't know. But I got that.
Did everyone else get
No,
that?
I got something different.
Something different?
Yeah, but I
Hmm.
don't know if I did it right though.
Usually when I don't see parentheses canceling, I'm like a little suspicious and then I want to like go back and check just to make sure.
I did the for the 2b squared minus 6b minus 80, I did the AC method, so a plus c and all that stuff, and so that's what I got.
Yeah, it looks like it works. I'm just checking it. It looks like it's good to go. Cool.
Excuse me, can you read the answer? The last it's 4b times b minus 4 over b minus 8b plus 5, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to just make sure. Thank you.
Yeah, on these problems, sometimes it does end up like that. And then sometimes a lot of times some parentheses will cancel. So when I see that nothing is canceled, no parentheses have canceled, then I get suspicious and I go back and just double check the work. You can go back and always double check your work if you think like,
It's true.
did I do it right? Let me just double check.
So the way I did it was wrong. Cause
It
I just got like the whole equation and then I took out, I don't know how to just like how to explain it, but I took out 2 from like the whole equation.
Oh, that's a good start. Yeah. I mean, you could divide 2 on the top and bottom just from the very beginning. That's a nice start, but then you got to keep going. You're not done. You got to keep reducing.
Okay.
You keep factoring and such. Okay. All right. So then we'll look down here at 33, 35. There's that multiplication that we talked about at the very beginning of class. Remember, we multiply straight across and try to reduce anything you can. If you are familiar with cross canceling, you can cross cancel. So cross canceling is like, let's say I had, I'm just going to make something up here. Something like this, right? And I was going to multiply straight across. I could reduce by cross, we call it cross canceling. So I could reduce across. So I could divide this one by 4, divide this one by 4. So this would turn into a 2. This would turn into a 5. I could divide this by 3 and then across, divide this by 3. This would turn into a 3. This would turn into a 1. So now this is my new problem and then multiply across. If you're not familiar with cross canceling, then you can multiply across first and then reduce. It gives you the same result. I just like cross canceling first because it's less writing and bigger, usually less numbers. Usually when you multiply straight across and they're big numbers, it can get really messy and then it's harder to reduce, but both ways work. So you could multiply straight across and then reduce if you'd prefer. Okay. All right, so I will send you back to groups for 33 and 35. Let me write it in the chat in case anyone forgets.
I did 1.5. So like I did half of 33 because I had got stuck and then I did 35 and then I caught on how to do it. So I went back to 33.
Oh, okay. How much did everyone else get done?
I'm still working on 35.
Okay, so you got 33 done? Okay, other people?
I only got 33 done.
Okay. We have a lot of people with cameras off. Are you all here? Carson, Leslie, I know said
I did.
Carson, Fernanda.
I did both.
Just finished 33.
Okay, it's sounding like we only finished 33. So let's just do 33 and then we can go back to groups. Because it's sounding like the majority of people are saying they only finished 33. All right, next person is, I'm gonna go to the next group to mix up. Let's have Kayla, you're next. Can you start out 33? Kayla? Oh, Kayla's not here. Okay, let's go to, who's next? Sage in that group. Who's next?
Yeah. So I factored using the AC method.
Okay.
So I got 5p squared
Mhm.
over p minus 9 and then p plus 4
Okay.
times p squared minus 16 over 10p.
Okay. Can you factor the p squared minus 16? Did you factor that part?
It's p plus 4 and p minus 4, right?
Yep, nice. Okay. And then what did you do?
And then I just simplified. So I combined and canceled out the common factor of 5 and 10.
Okay. Did you cancel first or multiply it across first?
I canceled first.
Okay, so cross canceling first. All right. So you divided the 5 by 5 and the 10 by 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so this becomes a 2 and this is a 1. All right. Cool. What else did you do?
And I got p parentheses p minus 4 over 2 parentheses p minus 9.
Oh, sounds like you canceled more stuff than you said to me. What else
Oh,
did you
sorry, am I
cancel?
skipping around?
That's okay. What else did you cross cancel?
So I canceled the common factor of p squared and p,
Okay, so we
and then
canceled.
also p plus 4.
All right, there we go. Okay, cool. So let's write what's left and then we'll multiply across. Just so that people can see, because I know it's kind of messy with the blue.
Yeah. And I'm kind of skipping around.
Okay, so then you multiplied, you said, right?
Yeah.
So then you got p minus 4.
Over 2 p minus 9.
Okay, cool. And is that what other students got in the class?
Yes, I got
Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm checking my work, or I'm comparing it.
Other students, did you get this? Do we have a mistake somewhere, or did we get this?
I had one mistake.
Okay.
I just forgot the p minus 9.
Brian, Alondra, Diana, Vanessa, did y'all get this? Or did you get something different?
Nope, that's exactly what I got.
Okay,
Did my mic not pick it up?
nope.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Diana, Alondra, Vanessa, Ashley, is this what y'all got?
It's not what I got, but I understand how you got that problem. For some reason, I keep trying to, for the bottom, I keep trying to do like, I keep on forgetting the middle number. So you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I noticed that on the first one, when I asked about it earlier, I'm just telling myself, I'm not gonna do that way. Just do AC method. Just do AC method.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, we have a lot less students today, so that's why I'm really trying to check in with each of you. When we have less students, it's easier to check in. So Vanessa, Alondra, Diana, Jade, did y'all get this?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay,
I got the same answer.
okay. Diana,
The crossing, like I just messed up on that.
oh, okay, all right. But you caught it, that's good. Jade, Michael?
I said I got it.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear you.
No, you're fine.
Michael, did you have questions?
I don't even know what I have questions about. I am completely lost and just following in the dark here.
Okay. When I went over the fraction stuff, did you remember those rules? Like just before we added all the letters and everything? Were those rules kind of familiar or they were rusty?
Rusty. And then I started confusing myself. And
Okay.
I'm probably making this harder than it is.
Yeah, it might just be that your fraction rules are kind of rusty, because if those are rusty, then this is really hard. But if you kind of buff up those fraction rules I was kind of mentioning at the beginning, that'll make this a little bit easier. So it could be that, maybe. Okay, well, since y'all didn't finish 35, I'll send you back to groups and let you finish 35, and then we'll come back again. there's only 3 groups today. Back to group 1, so we're back up to Alondra. So Alondra, can you help out with 49? Did you get that one? Alondra? I see the top of your head, Alondra. Can you hear me? Oh, maybe Alondra's frozen. Okay, next is Brian. Brian, can you help with 49?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So to start off, if I can read my own handwriting again. There we go. I just started by what is I gotta keep looking at my notes. Hold on. Just gonna start off with the left side and factor it,
Okay.
I believe.
What'd you get when you factored the top?
I got 3, 7.
You got 3 and 7, and which one's positive, which one's negative? I think it's a positive 7, I think. Is that what you got? Well, where'd Brian go? Okay, all right, who's next? Brian's gone. I think he got disconnected. All right, Vanessa, did you do this one?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay,
I got x minus 2 and x plus 5.
x minus 2 and x plus 5, okay.
And then for the right side, I had x squared plus 2x plus 5.
X squared plus 2x plus 5. Did you factor that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wasn't sure.
I would take out a 2 first because they all have a
Okay.
2. So always start with that if you can. So that gives you x squared plus 10x plus 25. Can you factor that?
That make it 2x plus 5 or x,
It'd
I
be,
mean, x minus 2.
we can do the x, the 20, we have a 25 on top and a 10 on the bottom. So what multiplies to 25 and adds to 10?
It would be 2 5s.
Uh-huh, yeah, good, 5 and 5. Because 5 times 5 is 25 and 5 plus 5 is 10. So when you get the factored form, because there's no a, it's just going to be x plus 5, x plus 5. If the a is 1, then it's just usually those factors. Hopefully you're starting to see the pattern there.
Yeah, I think I just messed up towards the end.
That's okay. It's all about practice. I get it. All right, do you see anything we could cross cancel?
Would it be the x plus 5s?
Yep, we can cross 1 from here and 1 from here. Is there anything else we can cross cancel?
Would you cross cancel the 4 and the 1?
Yeah, I mean, they are across from each other, but there's not really anything we can divide out of both, huh? Because we could divide a 1 out, but then it's just going to stay as a 4. So it doesn't really help us. So if that's all we can cross cancel, then we would multiply next. So if you want, I can rewrite it so you can see what it looks like without the blue. Sometimes that helps. So now we're just going to multiply across since there's nothing else to cross cancel. So what are we going to get?
So would it become 8x?
On the bottom? Uh-huh. Yep, that's the bottom. What about the top? What's the top going to be?
Would be x minus 2.
Yep, there you go. Cool. Is that what other students got?
For this one, teacher.
Oh, you want me to read it out loud to you? The answer that we got was x minus 2 on top and 8x times x plus 5 on the denominator.
But me, what I found x minus 2 over 4. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? Yeah. Over 4x times 2x plus 10 because I didn't put my GCF as 2.
You got to pull your GCF to make it as simple as
Yes,
possible.
yeah. If I want to put 2 outside, it's going to be yes 8x times x plus 10. Yes.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. It's the same thing. I just didn't. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Did anyone else have any questions on this one?
It's not so much a question. I kind of see what I did wrong because right where you have the 4x at the bottom and 2 at the on the other side at the bottom. I thought that I was supposed to take 2 from both sides. Like yeah, but I guess supposed to
has to be diagonal cross canceling. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Any other questions from anybody? Any other questions? No? All right, let's do the next one. If no one has questions, let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna start writing at the very top just so I have enough space because these are so long. So 2a squared. Did anybody write the division like I suggested? Did that help at all?
Yeah.
Like split it up?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Okay, good. Rather than this monster, this monster here. Seriously looks like layered cake. All right, so who wants to help me with this one? I feel like I've already kind of gone around several times.
I can do it.
Okay, what'd you do first?
Here I just put it as usual function as 2a squared. 2a squared minus 2a squared minus a minus 21 over 5a plus 20 times I reflected the other sides as times a squared plus 8a plus 16 over a squared plus 7a plus 12.
Okay.
And then I did all my factors for them. Okay, well now I wanna give you my factors.
Okay.
For the one side, it's going to be 2a minus 7 times a plus 3 over 5 times a plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side, it's times. I want to just factor the whole thing. A plus 5 times a plus 5.
Plus
Over
5. Wait, how'd you get
no,
5?
sorry, it's not 5. I wrote 4.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering where the 5 came from.
Yes, I wrote 4. I read 5. Shoot, sorry. Is a plus 5, a plus 4, a plus 4 twice.
Okay, and then the
And
denominator?
then, yes, the denominator is a plus 4 times a plus 2.
A plus 3.
Yes, a plus 3. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I didn't read what I wrote. Sorry.
Okay. It's fine.
Thank you. And then I started to across what I have. The one side where I have my a plus 4 in the top, I have another a plus 4 in the top for the one side. I across them. I crossed a plus 3 in the top and a plus 3 in the bottom. right?
Okay.
And my remaining is 2a minus 7 over where I am. Yeah, 2a plus 2a minus 7 times a plus 4 over 5 times a plus 4. Then I across through these things. I think I'm in the good track, right?
Yeah, it just, I thought you said you canceled the a plus 4s, but it sounds like you didn't cancel them yet.
Yes, I think I will cancel it. Okay. And in the end, it's going to be just 2a minus 7 over 5.
Okay.
If I did well, okay?
Okay. Did other students get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it
write 1 over 1 on that paper? Cause like I
No, you don't have to. I just wrote
Yeah, I
it.
got that as well.
I like to write it without the blue, so you can kind of see it and see what it would be with the blue, with all the stuff canceled. You don't have to have the times 1 over 1. I just wrote that so you could see what it would be without all that stuff.
yes, one.
It's kind of fun, huh? When you get to cancel it all out, you're like, go away, go away, go away.
no way? It's correct, right, teacher? 2a minus 7 over 5, right?
That's what we got, and that's what Ashley got. Did other students get that?
I got that.
Okay.
And then if I need to reduce this, no, I can't reduce
You
anything.
can't reduce it anymore.
I can't reduce anything. It's the time. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Okay, so the last thing I want to mention before we get going, because we have about a minute here left, is on 59, it wants us to find the domain. So when we're looking at the domain for functions like this, we always want to look at the denominator and see what x can't be, because we can't divide by 0, right?
Yes.
So I'm not going to do the whole problem because we don't have time, but I'll just at least talk about the denominator. You could factor the top, but the denominator is going to be x plus 5 and x minus 5. So tell me what x's will make the denominator 0. Like what x's, if I plug in, are going to cause a problem?
Because x minus 5 equals to 0, x equals to 5 here.
Okay, so what numbers, if I plug them in, I think Ashley was going to mention, what numbers, if I plug them in, are going to give me 0?
-5 and +5.
Yep, so we can't have, for these two, we can't have a -5 and we can't have a +5 because that's going to make our denominator 0. We can't divide by 0, that's undefined. So when you're doing your domain, you have to say that x cannot be those numbers. So for our domain, we're going to say x can be from -infinity to -5, and then we're going to do the soft curvy parenthesis.
Yeah.
And then we do the union. I know I'm running out of space here. And then -5 on the number line, next would be 5, right? Union 5 to infinity. And I'll draw a visual so you can see it as well. So visually, here's -infinity over here. Here's infinity over here. On our number line, we can't have 5 and we can't have -5. So it's like we're shading in everything else. So that's how we figure out our domain. So if you look at what I wrote in the parentheses, it matches that, right? We have -infinity to -5, stop. -5 to 5, stop. That's our middle spot. And then 5 to infinity is our last one. That's where I got those 3. So that should let you see it kind of visually. So keep that in mind when you're doing the domain, because I know the domain is on the graded part. So look at what your x cannot be to help you write it. Okay. I know for 60, the next 2, you're going to have to look at the book because it looks like they cut out the g of x. So you're going to have to look at the book for the next 2 to finish them on your own. All right. Got to let you go because our time is up.